Hi, this is a lesson on the 7 continents of the world. We went ahead and reviewed all the continents today. We watched that video that's in this folder as well, so make sure you swing down there and you watch that. And we gathered up cool facts about each continent. And then we split up in groups and we shared our facts. And then we talked about our cardinal directions. And then we talked about hemispheres. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a rundown on what we did today in class. Be sure to watch the 7 continents of the world video I linked below. So we learned about Asia, and we learned that Asia is the largest continent in the world. It is connected to Europe, which is another continent, and it has animals such as pandas, tigers, Komodo dragons, and so forth can be found in Asia. If you watch the video below, it will share more fun facts about Asia. Africa is the second largest continent of the world. It has 54 countries in it. Remember, countries are inside of continents. A continent is not owned by anyone or ruled by anyone. Fun facts. The Nile River is the longest river in the world, and that's in Africa. And animals such as elephants, giraffes, lions, and zebras can be found in Africa. More fun facts in the video below. Australia is the smallest continent, and it actually is a country. It's so small. It's the only continent that is actually a country as well. Australia is also an island. Very cool facts about Australia. Antarctica. Antarctica is the coldest, driest, and windiest continent. For the most part, only scientists go there and live there. But you can find the famous emperor penguins here in Antarctica. Europe. Europe is famous for its castles. So far we have learned Antarctica, Australia, Africa, and Asia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are on Europe. So Europe is very small too. There are 47 countries in Europe, and animals such as wolves, bears, deer, and hedgehogs can be found there. Oh, and guess what? Jack and Annie in our Magic Treehouse book. They traveled to Europe back in time. North America, look, North America. We are part of North America. There's the United States right there. Now, North America is the only continent with every type of climate. Isn't that cool? We have deserts, we have tropical forest, we have frozen tundras, and we have all kinds of different climates, all in one. We have deserts. So that's what they mean by climate. There are 24 countries. English, Spanish, and French are most common languages here. South America. South America is right below North America. So you have top bunk, bottom bunk. So we have North America is on the top. Part of North America, you have Mexico right here. Mexico's right below the United States. Remember, countries are only part of continents. The United States is only a country. We're only part of this continent, North America. And then you have South America. Fun fact about South America is that it includes land types like deserts and rainforest. Spanish and Portuguese are the most common languages here. And it is bordered, that means on the outside, is the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. And then we learned about the compass rose here. We learned that a compass rose shows cardinal direction. Cardinal direction is north, east, south, west. And you also have other cardinal directions. If you go diagonal in between north and east here, you get northeast. If you go diagonal in between south and east here, you get southeast. If you go diagonal here, where that green is, and you're in between south and west, that's southwest. And northwest is, of course, in between north and west. So this is called a compass rose, and we need a compass rose. A compass rose is a way that we, as humans, learn how to get from place to place. We use a compass rose in our everyday life, believe it or not, especially if your parents have a GPS. The GPS is aligned with the compass rose. The GPS needs to be able to know whether it's going north, south, east, or west. We also use the compass rose to find specific things on maps and globes. And for your activity today, you're going to have to finish this compass rose here. And you just have to fill in the blanks, what's missing. So we learned this rhyme here that should help you as well. I'll go ahead and write it in here. We have north already here. North stands for never. East stands for eat. And S stands for sour. And W stands for wheat. Never eat sour wheat. Never eat sour wheat. That's how you can remember your cardinal directions on the compass rose. North, east, south, west. And to remember to go clockwise. That means go from north to east to south, then to west, and back to north again. And that will help you remember how that works. We also learned about here hemispheres. We learned about what a hemisphere was. We talked about how our Earth is a sphere, and humans have drawn imaginary lines on the globe so we can easily locate continents and other places on our Earth. A hemisphere is half a sphere. That's why you have sphere in the word. It's half of it. Now there are two ways to split the globe. You can split it straight in the middle here, from left to right, and that is the equator that splits the world in half like that. Or you can go straight down the middle, and that's the prime meridian. So the equator is an imaginary line around the middle of the Earth that divides the northern, which is the top, and the southern, which is the bottom, hemispheres. See the equator here? So at the top here we have southern. Down here we have northern. Now the prime meridian is the opposite of the equator. Instead of going left to right, it goes from top to bottom. The prime meridian is vertical. It's a vertical line that's an imaginary, of course, meaning it doesn't really exist there, but humans have placed that on our globes, placed them on our globes and our maps, so we can easily locate things on our planet. So the globe here is split into the eastern and western hemisphere. So on this side you have eastern, and this side you have western hemisphere. Remember that. You're going to need to know that for your assignment. Speaking of your assignment, you have a Booms card activity you need to make sure you complete first, and make sure you watch that video to learn more about our continents and its location. And then study that map that I posted in your Schoology folder. And after you do your Boom cards, remember your password is your first name plus your lunch number, and then your username is your first name plus your lunch number, and your password is GCPS. Now, when you're done your Booms card, that's when you do the final assignment. You're going to be matching up the continents, you're going to be finishing that compass rose, and you're going to identify northern, southern, eastern, and western hemispheres. Have fun!